Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and welcome back to day 3 of my Summer Tone Up Challenge. Today is legs and booty day. We're going to get them fired up and burning, so I hope you're ready. Please head over to Instagram and share your practice. Tag me at Jacqui Noel Yoga and hashtag Summer Tone Up so I can follow along with your progress. Also, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. All right, let's go build some strength in our legs and our booty. I'll see you on the mat. Let's come into our cat and cow first of all. So coming into all fours, wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Take a breath in, open up through the heart. Lift your tailbone up to the sky. And breathing out, scoop your belly in. Press your shoulder blades up to the sky. Tuck your chin in your tailbone. Breathing in, coming forward again, opening up through the heart. And breathing out, rounding through the spine. Continue in your own time for a few more breaths. Letting that breath come all the way into your belly and not letting it get stuck in your chest. Let's do one more round. Breathing in to open up. And breathing out. Scoop the belly. Press the shoulder blades away. And on the next breath in, let's come back to a neutral spine. And we'll start off with some hip circles. So just taking the right knee off, keeping it bent, and just moving the knee and drawing circles. And just try to keep your head here looking towards the top of your mat so you're not allowing your head to drop down or look up and breaking that length in your spine. And keep the core engaged here. And then we'll come into some donkey kicks. So flexing the right foot, we're pressing the heel of the foot up to the sky, keeping the knee nice and in line with the hips so we're not opening up. And then we're pressing up and then pulsing. And keep your core engaged here. Don't let your belly sink down, but tucking the pelvis ever so slightly and pressing the heel of the foot up to the sky. You should be feeling this in your right glutes. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. And let's do hip circles with the other leg, drawing circles with your left knee. Just slowly opening up through the hips. And then we'll come into our donkey kicks. So pulsing that foot up to the sky. And again, just making sure we're pressing the heel of the foot up to the sky and the knee is in line with the hips. Keeping the neck nice and long. Engaging through the core, not letting that belly sink down. And then releasing all the way down. And let's come into our rainbows. Extend the right leg out behind you on the mat. And then drawing a rainbow over towards the right side and then towards the left side. And kicking that leg up as we reach the arch of the rainbow. Engaging through the core, again, not letting the belly sink down. Keep your leg nice and active so the kneecaps are pulled up. And keep your breath flowing all the way down into your belly. Try not to let it get stuck in your chest. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee back in. And we'll just extend the left leg coming straight into our rainbow on this side. Drawing those arches with your foot. Engaging through the core. Squeezing your glutes. Lifting up through your left kneecap so the leg is nice and active. And engaging through the core. Remember to breathe. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release it back down. Stay where you are. I'm going to come to face you. Coming into some fire hydrants. So we're taking the right leg out to the side and then kicking the foot out. So come to do this at your own pace. Again, try to keep the neck nice and long. Engage through your core. And keep the breath flowing deep into your belly. Let's do 5 more on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Let's do the other side. Straight in. Left leg kicks out to the side in our fire hydrant. Keep pressing your hands into the mat to press your shoulder blades up to the sky. Maybe you're starting to feel it burn in both glutes already. That just means you're working hard, so great job. Let's do 5 more on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice one. Let's come into our child's pose. So bring the knees wide, drop the hips back, and lower your chest and forehead down to the mat. Take a moment here. Maybe you want to take a slight stretch from side to side. Or maybe you just want to stay in stillness. Just take a moment here, feeling the effects of what we've just done so far. One more breath. And on the next breath in, let's come back up onto all fours. Let's tuck the toes and then shift our hips back into our downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Do what you need to. Maybe it's walking out the feet. And then let's come to stillness. Press the hands and feet into the mat. Lower the knees down slightly. Gaze towards the top and then step your feet in between your hands. Breathe in. Let's lift up halfway to a flat back. And breathing out, folding forward. And breathing in, let's roll up through the spine, soften through the knees. Let the head hang until the very last moment. And then when we reach the top, roll the shoulders back. Let's bring the big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Take a breath and reach the arms up to the sky. Breathing out to fold forward. Knees can bend slightly if you need to. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. And breathing out, let's step the right foot back into a lunge position. So we're in the ball of the foot. Take a breath in and sweep the arms up to the sky. Knees are in line with the hips and the toes. So don't let the knees fall in or out. They're nicely in line. Just tuck your pelvis slightly so we're really engaging through the core and we're bending through the back leg. So we really engage the glutes. And then see if you can lift up through the front foot. So lifting the heel off the mat, you'll notice that your legs fire up even more as you do this, and then lower it back down. 2 more times. Lift it up and just make sure that you're not popping the foot up, but it's nice and controlled. And we're keeping the hips and the legs level where they are. Okay, and then let's step the back foot up to meet the top. Bring the hands into your heart center, bend down, coming into a chair pose. Really imagine you're sitting in an invisible chair. And then let's come up onto our tippy toes again with control, keeping our hips nice and level so we're not bouncing up and down, and then lower down through the heels. Coming back up with control, and then lowering it down with control. You notice how much your legs need to work in order for you to control that movement. Last time, and then coming back down. Let's step the right foot back into a warrior 2. So right foot parallel with the short side of the mat, carve with the arms. Open, bend down through the left leg, arms spread to either side. Press the outside edge of that right foot into the mat, pull up through the kneecaps. And again, let's come onto tippy toes on the left foot with control. Keep the legs and the hips level and lower down. And then coming back up with control and lower down. 1 more time. Coming up onto the tippy toes and then lower down. Take a breath and flip the left palm to the sky. Breathing out, sweep it back, reverse warrior. Keep the legs where they are. Keep pulling up through the kneecaps. Again, lifting the left heel off the mat and down. With control, lifting up and down. Keep the hips level. You're doing really well. We're almost there. One more time. Lift up and down. And breathing out. Left hand all the way down. Let's bring the hand down to the mat. Right arm reaches up into your extended side angle. Take a breath here. And breathing out. Hands come down to frame the left foot. Step back into a high plank. And then with knees on or off the mat, coming into Chaturanga Dandasana, everything in one plank position. Breathing in, Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Breathing out, let's all meet in Downward Facing Dog. Take a moment here. And then bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat. Step your feet in between your hands. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, reaching the arms back up to the sky. And breathing out, hands come down to your heart center. And we'll come to the other side. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. This time, let's step the left foot back into a lunge. Breathe in, reach the arms up to the sky. Bend down through that right leg. Left leg is slightly bent, so we're engaging through the left glutes. And then coming up, tippy toes, right foot. Take your gaze to one still point to help you balance. And then lifting up through the heel of the foot. And back down. Keep the hips nice and square. One last time. And then back down. And then let's step up to the top of the mat. Hands come down to your heart center, coming back into our chair pose. Shift the weight slightly forward over the balls of the feet. And then come up. Tippy toes, nice and level with the hips, with control. Breathing in, lift up through the heels. And lower down. One more time. Lift up through the heels, take a breath in. And lower down. And then step the left foot back, warrior two. Cartwheel the arms to either side of the mat. Sink down through the hips. Knees in level and square with the hips and the toes. Let's lift up the right heel off the mat and lower it back down. Keeping the knee and the hip where it is. Up and down. One more time. Lift up through the heel and down. Keeping the legs where they are. Take a breath in. Flip the right palm. And breathing out. Sweep it back. Reverse warrior. And again, lifting that right heel off the mat with control. Try not to let it pop. Breathing in. Lift up. And breathing out. Let it go. One more time. You're doing really well. Breathing in. Lift up through the heel. Breathing out, letting it down. And right arm stretches forward all the way down to the mat. Left arm reaches up, extended side angle. Take a breath. And breathing out, hands come down to frame the right foot. Step back into your high plank. Let's flow through vinyasa in your own time. Knees on off the mat. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Regain your breath. Do whatever you need to with your body, just to loosen it up. And then let's bend through the knees, look to the top of the mat, step your feet in between your hands. Take a breath in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, reach the arms back up to the sky. And breathing out, hands come down to your heart center. Let's step the right foot back. Take a breath and reach the arms up to the sky. Coming back into that lunge, bending through that back leg this time a little bit more. Let's bring the hands to either side in a T shape. Breathing in, straighten the arms and the legs. And breathing out, bending back down. Really press through and engage that right glute. Breathing in, reach up. And breathing out, down. And moving a little bit faster. Continue in your own pace. Keep those hips nice and square so the hip bones are pointing to the top of the mat. Engage through the core. Keep engaging and squeezing through the glutes, especially when you straighten back up. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost there. Don't give up now. 4. Did I do 4 again? Well, we're doing 5 now. And then let's pulse down. Hands come down to your heart center. And pulse. We're almost there. Great job. And then let's lift the arms back up to the sky. And we're pressing forward into a warrior 3, balancing on that left leg.
Make sure that your toes are pointing down to the mat, sending the energy out to the heel of the foot. And then let's lift up, hands come in, knee comes into the chest. And then back again, stretch the arms, reach the legs out, and then back up. Breathing in to extend. And breathing out, bring the knee into the chest. And keep that left leg slightly bent so that we're really engaging through the leg there. And try to keep your gaze at one still point. That's going to help you balance. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4. Keep breathing. 3, 2. Last one. Stay with it. 1. And then let's step that right foot back. We're turning to the side of the mat. Toes are pointing to the outside edges. Take a breath and reach the arms up high. And breathing out, let's fold. Bend down. Keep the knees nice and wide and over the toes. Again, in our goddess pose, we're coming up onto the balls of the feet and reaching the arms up with control. Keep pulsing those legs. Take one more time here. And then releasing, breathing it back up. And then let's just step to the top of the mat. I'm coming to the other side so I continue facing you. And then let's step the left leg back. Breathing in, reach the arms up high. Slight tuck in the pelvis, bend through the back leg, engage through the glutes. Arms come to either side. Breathing in, straighten both the legs and the arms. And breathing out, coming back down, bending through the legs, engaging through the glutes. And then moving a little bit faster this time. Keep breathing. Breathing in as you come up and out as you come down. Keep engaging through the legs and the glutes. Let that breath come all the way down into your belly. Try not to let it get stuck in your chest. 5, 4, 3, almost there. Stay with it. 2, and 1. Nice job. And then let's take the arms back up to the sky and come forward into a warrior 3 position. Reach out through the fingertips and the heel of the foot. Breathing out, left knee comes into the chest, arms come down. Breathing in, extend it back. Keep that right leg slightly bent so that you're really engaging through that whole leg and the glute muscle. Breathe in to extend. Breathe out. Bring the knee and arms together. You're doing really well. Try to stay with it. Let's do 5 more on this side. 5, 4, 3. Don't give up now. We've only got a couple more to do. 2. Last one. You can do this. And 1. Okay, let's step that left leg back. Coming back to our goddess pose. Toes pointing to the outside edge of the mat. Reach the arms up and breathe out, bend down. Knees out. And again, let's pulse up through the feet as you bring the hands up and then down to heart center. Take 3 more here. 2, 1. Nice job. And then let's step to the top of the mat. Take a breath here. Ground down through your feet. Lift the energy out through the crown of your head. Let's breathe in. Reach the arms up to the sky. Breathing out to fold forward. Breathing in, lift up halfway, flat back. Breathing out, stepping back to your high plank. And then with knees on or off the mat, we're lowering the body all the way down to the mat. Everything touches the mat at the same time. And then making a pillow with your hands. Just take a moment here. Resting your forehead on the backs of your hands. And we're coming into some swimmers. So let's breathe out. Lift the head up. Bring the arms to either side. We're keeping the body off the mat. Fingers spread wide. Energy in the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Then lift up the feet off the mat, only as high as you can go, and then start pedaling them up and down. Squeeze through your glutes, engage through your core, squeeze the shoulder blades together, energy through the fingertips and energy through the legs. Pull up through the kneecaps. Keep breathing. You can do this. Breath deep into the belly. Pull up through both kneecaps so there's energy in the legs. Let's do 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead down. Take a moment here. Catch your breath. Maybe you want to rock the hips from side to side. And on the next breath in, let's come all the way to lie on our backs. Just roll all the way over, coming into some bridges. So soles of the feet on the mat, hip width distance apart. See if you can reach your fingertips to the heels of your feet. And then breathing out, let's tuck the pelvis and reach the hips up to the sky. And then lower it back down. And then going in your own time. Really squeeze your glutes as you come up. And make sure that your knees are in line with your hips and your toes. So as you're moving up and down, you're not letting them fall to the sides. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core as you come up. See how high you can get your hips. Keep that breath nice and deep all the way down in your belly. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, you can do this. We're almost there. 3, keep squeezing through the glutes. 2, and on the last one, we're staying up. 1. See if you can lift your right leg off the mat, keeping the hips nice and square so you're not dropping it to either side. Keep the leg bent or straighten it up. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep squeezing the glutes. 6, 5, 4, 3. Almost there. 2, and 1. Release. Good job. Keep the hips up. Lift the left leg up bent or up straight. Keep the hips nice and level. Keep pressing the hips up to the sky. Energy through the legs. Staying for 10, 9, 8. Squeeze through the glutes. 7, 6. Engage the core. 5, 4. Keep breathing. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Nice job. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Maybe you rock from side to side. Releasing out any tension in your lower back. Deep breath in and out. And then rolling over to one side and coming to sit up. Coming into our Janushirasana. So let's straighten the left leg out in front. Right leg bends in towards the body. Flex to the left foot. Pull up to the kneecaps. Press the back of the knee into the mat. Take a breath and reach up through the arms. And breathing out, let's fold forward. And drop your head. Just coming as far forward as your body allows you to. Take a few deep breaths here. If we stretch out through our legs. Keep pressing the back of the knee down into the mat. One more breath. And then coming back up and we'll swap legs. Left leg in, right leg out. Flex through the right foot. Pull up to the kneecap and press the back of the knee into the mat. Breathing in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, folding forward. Again, only as far as you can reach today for your body. Deep breaths in here. Long, slow breaths out. And slowly coming back up. Let's make our way to all fours. And then into our downward facing dog. Take a moment here.
And then let's bring the right knee into the chest, coming into a half pigeon. Right foot flexes and the ankle comes over towards the left wrist. Right knee towards the right wrist. Drop the back knee and then shuffle your hips back. You might need to place a cushion or something underneath that right hip. Otherwise, we're sitting all the way down and staying up or taking the hands forward. Maybe just on the hands, maybe on the elbow if your body allows you to. Take a few deep breaths here. Try to let everything relax down in this pose. Try not to grip onto any muscles. You should be getting a nice stretch through the right glutes here. One more breath. And on the next breath, if you're on your elbows, let's come back up onto the hands. And everyone, let's tuck the left toes, step back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment here. And then left knee comes into the chest. Flex the left foot, ankle over towards the right wrist, knee towards the left. Drop the back knee and then shuffle back. Again, placing a cushion under that left side if you need to. And staying up or walking the hands all the way down onto the hands or onto the elbows. Taking nice deep breaths in all the way into the belly. Let that oxygen flow through your entire body again. One more breath. And if you're on your elbows, coming back up onto your hands. Let's all tuck our right toes, step back into downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Breathe. And then let's come forward onto the knees and drop all the way down onto the belly. And then I like to place my left arm forward and rest my head down. And then bend that right knee and then hold on to the foot. And then tuck your pelvis so that you get that stretch through the right quad. And you might need to press your hand into your foot, bring it towards your bum in order to feel that stretch. Just take a moment here. Keep tucking through the pelvis to help you get that stretch through the right quad. And then letting go of that right foot and we'll swap sides. Placing the right hand in, bend through the left leg, hold onto the foot, and then bring it towards your bum and tuck the pelvis to get that stretch through the left quad. Take a few deep breaths here. And letting that go, let's bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press back into a child's pose. Bring the knees wide. Hips come down to the heels of the feet. Heart and forehead come down to the mat. Reach the fingertips away. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting any tension flow out of your body. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. Sigh out through your mouth. And slowly, let's walk ourselves back up into a seated position. Crossing the legs. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today for this leg and booty flow. Namaste. Great job on doing today's workout. I hope you got your legs and your booty fired up. Please share your progress with me over on Instagram and tag me at Jacqui Noel Yoga. I would love to see you practicing along so I can cheer you on. And also, you can combine this video with some of my other videos from the Summer Tone Up series for an extra workout. And if you like today's video, please give it a thumbs up. I will see you tomorrow for day 4 of my Summer Tone Up series. Bye.